I'll answer that question. I do not believe there is absolute truth whatsoever, of course. I think it is a matter of pragmatics and a matter of definition. Um, I think saying that nature, the patterns in nature, can be described mechanistically is true in a couple important ways. First of all, I think it's true in the same way that it's true that you can. Uh, there's a Maclaurin series that can approximate any other function. Some of those series, many of them, require an infinite number of terms. And so, in the same sense, to have a mechanistic view of the world would probably require an infinite number of terms, of mechanics. Because that's the thing. I mean, people that claim to be against the mechanistic view often are against the classical mechanistic view. But there's quantum mechanics, and there's to be some future mechanics as well that we haven't mentioned yet, string mechanics or whatever. If life were a dream, we'd be talking about dream mechanics. Because mechanics is um, it's a set of ideas describing the patterns that we have, the way we think things work in nature. And you say appearances of what? All the appearances, the sense perceptions. I mean, we would love to have something more fundamental to start from, but that's what we have. That's the fundamental for us. Um, there's such a thing as a tangible object. And what does that mean? An object you can touch, and they interact in certain ways. They have mass and distance, mass and length, and if they bump into each other, they act a certain way. And we can describe that to a certain degree of accuracy with a certain mechanics. And when we find out that mechanics is insufficient, then we create a new mechanics. The first thing we do in language is indication. We point at something and name it. Whatever it is, however we explain these patterns and the consistency or lack of consistency that we see is going to be some form of mechanics. But on the other hand, where does that put me? Because I do believe it's an infinite series of them. So where I am is there's some things in our world that we do not understand mechanically. We understand them mystically or through other emotive uh, modes of understanding. We don't understand them mechanistically. And that's fine because we need all these kinds of knowledge. Um, that's my answer. Okay, cheers. Thanks for asking.